First of all, thank you guys for tuning in. We're representing Houston Baptist University on behalf of Shannon Beto, as she cannot make it today. But right here in front of you, you see this is a picture of the Hinton Center, which is where our MBA programs are held and where those classes take place. Okay, this is a lovely picture of Shannon for you, since she can't be here, but she is the contact for international admissions. She also helps with immigration advising, and she manages the affairs of the international office at HBU. So any questions that international students or applicants have generally are directed to her. Okay, so by choosing to come to HBU, you would be stepping into one of the largest states in the entire country of the United States. Texas is very big. We probably boast 28 million people, and we have several different significant cities. So these are the places that you would hear of most when people are talking about the state of Texas. So that includes Houston, Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio. So Houston is what we want to focus on the most today. This is the most populous state or city, excuse me, in Texas. Fourth most populous in the whole United States. And we also are very proud to talk about that we have a lot of diversity here, lots of different racial and ethnic groups, a lot of people from different backgrounds. And so it really is a true melting pot and a good representation of the country. Houston has a lot of different energy companies. It's a very good place to find work after you graduate. It's a very big city, so there's generally no problem with recent graduates getting plugged in with a major company. We also have a lot of medium and small sized businesses as well. And it's very, I'm not going to say easy, you definitely still have to put in the work, but it's very possible for you to find a lot of connections and to meet people through your time at HBU that can help you with the job market afterward. And we also have a very reasonable cost of living here for apartments and even houses and small condos as well. Okay, so the tuition and scholarships. So international students are eligible to apply for scholarships, and tuition is the same for international students and students that are just domestic American citizens. So just to give you an example, and I'm sorry the numbers aren't included on the slide, but we charge, it's $1,100 for every 2 credit hour class, and then our 3 credit hour classes are to $2,850, so $2,850 per 3 credit hour class. And again, you pay the same amount as the students here at home. And so some programs, the MBA program doesn't, but I believe our human resources management program offers academic scholarships to international students. Okay, and as far as safety goes, we are considered an extremely safe campus here. No problems at all with security. People generally feel very comfortable hanging out on campus, meeting up to study different places. So it's very friendly, very tourist friendly, and a lot of people love to come and admire the beauty of campus, and it's very safe and secure. So you guys would find that to be a very good, a very high point for attending school here. Moving on, we have our Department of Student Success and Advising. So this panel in front of you right here, these are many of the individuals that reach out. They provide services and resources to international students, help them feel right at home, answer any questions you guys have about navigating the college process or getting to know, the HBU campus better. They offer free tutoring service, so I would strongly recommend that you take advantage of that should you end up attending here. And they really do their best to capitalize on every student's strength and to point you guys in the right direction to get you prepared for success. As far as our academics go, we have very small class sizes, so we're talking about 30 to 40 people in a class. So very nice. That means it's more personalized one-on-one attention with the professor. Professors actually take the time to get to know you and to know your name. And so that makes for your interactions with them to be a lot more fruitful and productive. And they really get to invest in you and your future and find out more about who you are as a person, not just as a student. And our programs do offer opportunities to go on study abroad trips. In particular, the MBA program does offer that opportunity for you. We also have a career and calling center. So this is where our students go to utilize resources for finding jobs on campus, finding internships, or finding a job after graduation if you're looking to head into the professional world after or toward the end of your career or the end of your program. And here we move on to the several different colleges and schools that we have. So if you take a look here, we got all types of things from business all the way to science and mathematics, so very broad range of programs you can choose to study. And so we have something here for almost everyone, I would say. But of course, our focus is going to be on the College of Business this evening, or this morning for you guys. So the Dunham College of Business is home to two programs. This is where we have our Master of Science in Human Resources Management program and our Master of Business Administration program. For the MBA program, we do offer several different tracks or concentrations, as a lot of you might be more familiar with that term. We have accounting, entrepreneurship. If you don't really have anything in particular you want to stick to, we have general management. There's international business, marketing, organizational development, and change. And then starting this fall, 2020, we have data analytics that will be offered as an MBA track. For the degree requirements, the MBA and Human Resources Management programs range from 36 to 48 hours. And the reason for this is if you graduated with your undergrad with a Bachelor of Business Administration degree or BBA, you will not have to take the foundation courses that we offer. These are 12 credit hours that we require as prerequisites for anyone who comes in without a BBA, so that they'll be all caught up and ready to move on to the core courses. So you have 36 hours if you do have a BBA, and then if you didn't earn a BBA, you're taking 48 hours. The degree plans are split into your foundational courses, your core courses, and then the track that you choose, which I just went over in the previous slides. Each track is 9 hours or 3 classes. All right. And then for our for the international students, specifically for Indian students, we do have the District of Little India, which is 3 miles away from the campus of HBU. So definitely something that you would want to utilize. There's a wide variety of Indian groceries and foods available for you guys. There's street foods, fancy restaurants, there's theaters, lots of resources and outlets for you guys to explore. And so I would highly encourage you to investigate and to look at this if you get the chance to come to HBU. Okay, so for the immigration requirements, there are quite a few documents that international students do have to submit, but I am going to go through those with you guys. So we just need a copy of the unexpired passport. As long as it's good for 6 months into the future, then it is fine and acceptable. As far as financial documentation goes, we have a financial affidavit, which is it's a document that we have you guys complete and get a sponsor signature for. And this is proof to us that you will have the funds to be able to pay for the program that you are applying for. Along with the financial affidavit goes the official bank letter or bank statements, and we request that these be dated from within the past 3 to 6 months. We'd like to see a steady amount of money in the statements, just so that we can have further proof that you'll be able to comfortably afford the program. And then moving on to the bottom of the slide here, we have HBU is the one that will provide the I-20 form to you. So this will allow you to legally study here in the United States. And you will use it to apply for an F1 visa if you don't already have one at a U.S. embassy. If you are already inside of the U.S., Then what we need from you is a copy of your I-94, a copy of your current I-20, a visa stamp, a transfer in form, which this form means it's basically if you attended another college inside of the United States and you're going from there to Houston Baptist University, the transfer in form is a document that we send to you verifying that you are indeed authorized to transfer to HBU for your education. And there's the EAD card if you're on optical practical training, a copy of your passport, and then the financial documentation that I went over in the previous slide. So this includes your bank statements and the financial affidavit. For English proficiency requirements, there's quite a few options we have for you guys. So commonly we have the TOEFL and the IELTS, those two tests. Most of our international students do sign up or register to take those tests. However, we do have alternatives. So because of COVID-19 and the pandemic and everything, we have been offering the Duolingo English test as an option. And so that is what a lot of students have decided to take advantage of. It's relatively inexpensive. It costs about $49, and you can take it from the comfort of your own home. So it's very convenient and less expensive, and it's a good way to still guarantee your English proficiency. If you took the equivalents of English 1301 and 1302 for your undergrad or a different program that you did, then that will also help you satisfy the English proficiency requirement. Another very common one is we have students who earned their bachelor's degree and the medium of instruction was English for their program. So if your bachelor's degree was conducted in English, like the instruction was entirely in the English language, then you will be waived for the English proficiency. Okay, so after you were admitted, if you are outside the US, and just pay attention to these distinctions, the I-20 will be FedEx to you, so we'll make sure it gets shipped to you. You'll have to apply for the F1 visa stamp, pay your SEVIS fee. You will need to set up an interview at the US Embassy or Consulate, and you will need to receive the visa stamp in your passport as official verification. When you come to the US, you just keep your I-20 in your carry-on luggage so it's easy access and you'll just have it there with you. And if you are already in the US, then you'll just transfer your SEVIS record to HBU. And you have to make sure to check in with the international office. When our campus opens back up, which is going to be this fall, that'll be more feasible. But for now, we've just been having students check in over email with Shannon personally. Okay, if you have a visa that is not an F1 visa, then we just need a copy of your passport, a copy of the visa you currently have, your I-94, proof of status or the I-797 form, and no international tuition. So you would not be paying the international tuition. As far as orientation and check-in goes, you can arrive in the US 30 days before your program starts. You would again check in with the international office. You'll print your I-94 and you'll go through your orientation. So this is for graduate and international students. You guys both experience your orientation together. As far as employment goes, we do have on-campus jobs that you guys can work. As far as I know, Shannon has told me that you'll earn at least for certain $7.25 an hour with the job that you take. So that's definitely an option for you. And you do have to have, I believe you do have to have an F1 visa to be able to work on campus. So that is definitely something to consider. Okay, and with that, I definitely hope you guys will consider HBU for your graduate program. We would love to answer any questions